In this tutorial, we're going to create a glass text, and to do so, we're going to open a new workspace, leaving these dimensions as they are. And here we have it. We're going to come to the text, and for text, I've chosen the imprint simply because, well, you'll see. GLASS is what I'm going to type. We'll come up with something like this. Pretty cool, huh? Well, folks, this is not the end of the tutorial because this is not a glass effect. It's just the way the font was designed. But we're going to enhance this and make this look really, really cool by the end of this tutorial. So here we have glass. To increase the size, you can Control T from your keyboard, which will give you this, and you can just click on the edges by Shift click to make sure everything is proportional. And folks, there are many ways to resize things in Adobe Photoshop. This is just one of the quickest way I find to resize rationally. So here we have glass. Once we have glass, the next thing to do is to add a layer consisting of the drop shadows and bevel. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the effects, add a layer style. I'm going to drop shadow. At drop shadow, you see here already the default has already kicked in. But what I really want you to pay attention to is the bevel. Choose bevel as well. Choose bevel, and you notice the difference. Bevel has added a little bit oomph, as they call it. The oomph to this glass, it gives it more weight, more contrast, more outlines. So once we have the bevel embossed, what you want to do is make sure to use the global light, and that the altitude of the light it's set not to 30 but to 70. Alright, this just gives you a better result. Alright, after experimentation, I've found 70 to be the best result as far as I'm concerned. Well, others may have different tastes. And from that, go back down one step to gloss contour. Alright, this add curves to shading. Alright, and click on the downward arrow key, and I want you to choose the double or ring double as they call it. Click the ring double, and notice automatically it has changed to black and white, but this is not the end of the tutorial, but we're almost there. Alright, so I'm going to click OK, and this is what we have thus far. Now, this is the miracle step. Alright, it's going to change the entire nature of the tutorial. And to do so, we are going to double click on the effects, or to indicate the layer. We're going to double click on it, and once it opens, what I want you to do is choose blending options default. Alright, on the blending options default, which is what's already up there, come down to advanced blending, and watch this, folks. This is really cool. By grabbing the fill opacity and dragging it all the way to 0, voila, just like that, you have the glassy look. So I'm going to OK this, and this is our glass look. Really cool. That's why I call it the miracle step. Now, if you want to change the color of this, you can double click on the FX once more, go to color overlay, and color overlay, highlight it, open up your color selection tool, choose whatever color you want, and there you go. Just like that, folks, it's changing. You can change colors at will. Alright, and you have your glassy look. That, in a nutshell, is how you create a glassy text. And this can be applied to any other text. And one of the quickest way to see how other text will look with this effect is to basically just double click on your text. Well, a better way to do it will be to, I'm going to open up my character, just click in the text, and I'm just going to click on the downward arrow key, and as I'm going, you can see the effects on all the other kinds of fonts that are available on my machine. And I'm going to click, 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 click until I find, well, hey, this looks pretty cool. Now I can keep going, and so on and so forth. So that, folks, is how you create a glass text.